Your next comic comes to the stage from down from Seattle. He's been a very good friend of me. He's been a very good friend to the community, and he's very funny. Let's have a lot of love and applause for Boxcar. It's Boxcar, everybody. Come on.
Thanks so much for having me. Thank you. Wow. And thanks for coming out and seeing some live comedy supporting the arts. I appreciate that because, man, it's summertime. There's shit to do. You can see the summer concert series that's going on right now. So the Sleep Train has a big summer concert series going on. In fact, last Friday at the amphitheater, you could have caught the Sleep Train concert of Air Supply in Chicago. I bet they sold a lot of fucking mattresses that night. Saturday, hey mattress man, bring a twin over here. Fuck. 25, I say, make it a double, come on. I'll take 2 to go. To come with the complete works of Chicago, I will never miss another night's sleep. Thank you, man. There's a lot going on, I don't know if you know that in Washington there's a big trial about a D.C. Madam scandal. There's this woman who ran a brothel for politicians. Yeah, and she says that if I were going to fair trial, I'm releasing the names of my clients. So they held back her names, but I got her answering machine. Outgoing message, hi, you've reached the D.C. Madam. If you're calling from the Senate, please press 1. If you're calling from the House, press 2. If you're calling from the Supreme Court, I'm just a girl, you make up my mind for me. and the chief grand wizard, Justice John Roberts, had a seizure and fell the other day. Did you see that? He was frothing at the mouth and saying something reasonable about gay marriage and fell over. Of course, he fell sharply to the right. Nearly hit his head on reason, it was this close. You guys are wild. Oh, yeah, but it's great to, I'm so happy to be out here, and that you guys do look like a young, you're watching the show, hip, intelligent, well-read crowd. Am I right? Do we have any Americans here? Just a few, man, just a few. Yeah. Did you see that YouTube debate, CNN YouTube debate? If you hadn't, it was brilliant. A bunch of ordinary people submitted their YouTube videos. One was fantastic. It was this guy, long hair, untucked shirt, really freaky looking, but he was very cool. And he said, I got a question for the candidates. This is for everybody. You're trying to take my baby away. I know you're trying to take my baby. I want to know, are you going to take my baby anyway? And he reaches over and he pulls out an assault rifle. Boom. Gonna take my baby away. Joe Biden, nutcase that he is, was quick, man. He ran out there. He goes, that guy, yeah. I would take that guy's gun away. All the other candidates were like, oh, shit. That's the Second Amendment. You stay over there, Joe. Let's be clear. Let's call it what it is. Let's call it the truth. The National Rifle Association is the largest terrorist organization in this country. You're going to take my gun away, you're trying to take my gun away. No, your kids are taking your guns away. Don't need to worry about that. Why? Why can we do this? Well, because we have a president who's a religious man. Black and white. Black and white. Very simple. George Bush, every time he gets on TV, terrorists hate us. Terrorists hate us. No, George, man, they hate you. Don't lump me in with your covenant fundamentalist evildoers, man. I was having coffee with Bin Laden last week. He said, hey, I got no problem with Boxcar, he's cool. You know? People say, oh, I'm just a comic, I shouldn't talk about the politics, I shouldn't talk about the war. Yeah, I'm not going to educate you on Middle Eastern policy. I don't know why they attacked the towers, I don't. Perhaps it has something to do with 250 years of this country's history of meddling in the Middle East, imposing our culture on them, ignoring their land, their rights, their properties, their channel, everything. Perhaps it has something to do with it. I don't know. But what I do know is you cannot spell Osama bin Laden without USA. And I'm not the only one who feels that way. Pat Tillman felt that way. You know, this the football player who was shot, and they made a big hero out of him. All the scandal coming out, maybe he was murdered. Yeah, they did the autopsy. 3 bullet holes right in the center of the head, from 10 yards away. Yeah. It was enemy. No, it wasn't enemy. It was one of our guys, but he was a mile away. No. The official story is he was killed, and it came from a 6-story window book depository. So it's a theory called the single bullshit theory they come up with. One cure fixes all. Bush, you know, with all that, with all of the horrible things we do, people, we still torture people. I'm wondering why, how could he do this? Now, Bush is a religious man, doesn't even read the Bible, he does. It's right there. It says, do unto others, boom, close the book. Oh shit, there's more? I better add a signing statement. As I want to. But you know, with the torch that came out, people were not aroused in this country until we peed on a Quran. That's unacceptable. We can beat the shit out of them, we can strap electrodes to their balls, but peeing on their holy book, that's going too far. They could do it to us. Yeah, peeing on your Bible, peeing on your Quran, same fucking thing. You know what? I don't think that's torture. Peeing on a Quran, peeing on a Bible, peeing on a Book of the Dead. That should be the first step of rehabilitation. I was raised Catholic, and it's tough being Catholic these days. You know, the Pope is not in my fan. I'm not a fan of the Pope. Benedict went to Auschwitz, gave a speech at Auschwitz. Why? Why? Well, he had to clean out his locker.
Yeah! Yeah!
But because the president is a religious man, a word has entered our dialogue, our political dialogue that was never there before. Simple word, all the candidates are using it. Believe. I believe we're winning the war in Iraq. I believe I'm helping those people in New Orleans. Give you an idea what he's really saying? Substitute a synonym for believe. Pretend. I pretend we're winning the war in Iraq. I pretend I'm helping those people in New Orleans. But it's a good thing. Times are changing. We're all getting fucking smart. You know, I think America has, for the last 4.5 years, has been living under what I call a truth comb-over. Every morning we get up, look in the mirror, and we see that big bald spot of credibility staring at us. Not so bad. A little New York Times, a little Bill O'Reilly, and we hit the streets, man. Hey, Ted, you're looking good, Ted. Nice hair, Ted. Looking good. Europe's looking at us from across the pond and going, you see that shitty comb over America's wearing? Somebody should tell them. You guys go out and tell them. Have a great night. My name's Bob.
Let's Boxcar, everybody. Put your hands together. That was some racy political stuff, huh?